Hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that season 18, episodes 15, 16, and 17. The one the one-on-ones part 1, 2, and 3. So we're getting all ready. Page is unresponsive. Okay, I'm gonna drop down and I'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? So Debbie dropped down. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we made it. Can you guys hear me okay? You back? Looks like you're back.
All right, let's see if this works. Jamal,
Yes.
Jamal,
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm gonna close out completely. I'll be right back. My
Okay.
StreamYard already kicked me out once and I think kicked me out again. So I'll be right back.
Oh, I got you.
Great way to start our welcome back show. I'll be right back.
Um, all right. Oh my goodness. So I just watched these episodes. One yesterday, two today. Um, yeah. I, I'll be honest. I was thoroughly entertained. I'll wait for Debbie to come back to tell you why I was entertained. And for a couple minutes, I was feeling bad for Cody. I was poor thing, poor thing. I mean, he's yeah, he's Cody. That's all I gotta say. What did you guys think about these episodes? Real quick, what did you guys think about these episodes?
I have no idea what's going on here.
I feel bad for Cody when Robin was talking because I was just laughing. Just I couldn't help but laugh, and I felt bad for him. I really did feel bad for him.
You felt
Hey,
bad for who? For Cody? Hey.
when Robin was speaking, yes, I felt bad for him. I was okay. Feeling bad is not right the word. I was laughing my ass off. How about that? Because this man is delusional. I just thought he was simply unaware, but he's delusional.
I don't think he's delusional. I think the two of them got together and prepared to create a narrative throughout the tell all.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. And they were doing okay with the script for the first two, for no, the first 1.5 episodes, and then they both went rogue. And I was laughing. Like, well,
Well,
Robin went rogue. Robin went rogue. Let me put it that way.
I don't think she went rogue. I think she wasn't used to getting asked follow up questions. And she got asked a question was like, are you Are you talking about the part where she was like, where Suki asked her, is he self sabotaging the relationship? And she said yes. And she said, how so? And she was like, huh, what? I wasn't expecting that. And then she said, he picks fights with me. About what?
Okay, right there, right there. Here's the thing. I'm sitting here looking like, oh, you really laying out the foundation for the divorce. That's what that was. That's what this whole tell all from Robert's perspective. I'm like, you're laying everything out for the divorce. Well, here's what's gonna happen next season. What's gonna happen is it's probably gonna be the last season, and what Robin's gonna do is she's gonna pull out. You know what? I feel tricked. I feel used. I protected him, and I wanted polygamy, and I got none of that. And like he would pick fights with me, and he emotionally abandoned me, and that won't happen. Everything. That this was a setup for her exit. She, she don't want Cody.
Emotionally abandoned her when he was the only one, and they were the only ones in a monogamous relationship. Okay, we'll go
Right,
with
but
that.
no, but he was picking fights with
Um,
her.
no,
Hmm.
he wasn't. Well, if he was, it was about all of her shopping and telling her to stop shopping because they have no more streams of income coming in. That's what
Right.
that is. But let's okay, so guys, hi, welcome everybody. So glad that you put up with us for the time that we were away. I think we might have frozen. I know I did.
I think
My computer is giving problems. I do apologize. Yeah, my computer's giving problems. Whatever. Guys, welcome everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, I needed a little break. For those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you all might be familiar that I was a caretaker for my mom who was suffering from Alzheimer's dementia. My mother passed away, so I needed to take care of myself and take care of her. And so now I'm able to come back and to just be with you guys again. And so hopefully we can pick up where we left off. But I really, really, really want to thank all of you for your patience, for our abrupt departure. And Jamal, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Um, it was
it was
expected but unexpected.
right. It was needed though.
And
So
that's it.
like I kind of, I could tell the way you were
Hmm.
talking. Some things were going on. Like, okay, and then when you told me the news, it's like, okay, so this is merely YouTube. I've had friends who've kind of gone through something similar, so you just kind of suspend what's not necessary at the time to let you handle your business, and that's
Hmm.
what it was. You needed time for you. You need to
Yeah.
handle your business, and I understand.
Hmm.
Like the and I say this all the time. The little boy in me is like, like things are wrong, but they'll make it. Like and that's just the little boy in me. I'm still that way. Like you'll be okay,
Hmm.
you'll be fine. And then when you told me the news, I was like, well, I know it was expected, but in the back of my mind, I think like, well, maybe like her mom was just like hanging on to meet like subconsciously to meet the great grandbaby. That was in that's a little
Hmm.
that's also a little boy in
Yeah.
me. Like, she may not have
Yeah.
been there anymore, but she kind of knew that she needed to stick around for something. So she got to meet the great
Hmm.
grandbaby. And she was like, okay,
Yeah.
I can go
Yeah. Yeah. It was 10 years that she was with me. 10 years. Next month would have been 10 years. And I'm glad I got her this far.
now. Yeah, because isn't like normally like the life expectancy like 3 to 5 once
I never
diagnosis.
asked. I never
Oh,
asked. I
okay,
didn't want to know that. I
right.
wanted to push and push and push. And towards
Hmm.
the end, she was sick of me. She really was because I wanted it more than her.
Hmm.
But I think she'd be happy.
Oh, for sure,
And
for
thank
sure.
you all, everybody. Thank you so, so much. And Now let's get on to this flaming turd ball. Um, and how do you want to do this? Because I
I
just have
mean,
notes for each of the episodes.
you know what? The way I'm not sure how you watch this, but the way when I was watching this,
Uh-huh.
I was more watching it as I was more following each character's story versus actually watching. To me, they weren't really
Mm-hmm.
episodes. I was listening to stories, and oof, Suki, we didn't like you. We
Well,
didn't like you last year. I'm gonna be honest, Suki, you got on my nerves last year. But this year,
mm-hmm.
you clocked in and came to work because she was clocking Robin's lies. I was like, oof, oof, oh. I'm like,
And
well,
okay, so this is how I saw it. Just looking at part one, part two, part three. Part one seemed to be more Janelle oriented with that fight.
yes,
Then it merged into part two, which seemed to be more about Mary and
right.
her now becoming realizing that he didn't want you from 10 years ago. But okay, we gonna go with that.
But Suki went in on that. She's
And
like,
then
but
the
you
the
see that?
ring,
Suki did a good job with
you
that though.
know.
She's always kind of clear that what he was saying. I was like, well, you know, I was like,
And coming
well,
from somebody who don't even watch the show, if Suki could pick up on that, you know. But it was good. Like, I know we've been coming down on Suki, but I've reevaluated my stance because if it were not for these one-on-ones, we would not have got the divide and conquer that they've done. Production has done. Okay, and then
fair,
episode 3 was the unraveling of Cody and Robin. That's how I
right,
took, with Christine sprinkled in through all of the episodes,
right,
with the I'm gonna tell the truth now
right.
point of view on everybody's stuff. And then towards the end of part 3, like, it started in on her, so I guess she's gonna be part 4 with her new he was a boyfriend at the time. No, she was engaged.
She's
She was
engaged.
whole engaged.
But did you see how they did this
Mm-hmm.
though? I love the way production did this. I'm not sure if the same producers, whoever, but the way they did
So,
this, they
mm-hmm,
had they had the main to me the main characters Cody, Robin,
mm-hmm,
Janelle, and Mary. Right. I love the way they did this because they focused on the main characters and like you said, sprinkled in Christine for
mm-hmm.
commentary. It was very well done. It was very well done. I'm not mad at it.
Yep, from the outside perspective.
Exactly. And Suki, like I said,
I
Suki,
was
like I
I
said, I
was
didn't like you
pleasantly
last year.
surprised. Mhm.
She asked the remember our chief complaint with her is that she didn't ask the
Oh,
follow-up questions last time. This time she did, and they were such good
mm-hmm.
questions. Like, and Mary,
Because
I'm
they
looking at
couldn't
Mary,
answer them.
right? And Janelle to me, like she gave me what I needed from her. She was blunt, she was honest. She was like, yeah, no. And she didn't. It is kind of interesting that she didn't like none of them like Robin, none of them. But they're the problem. They're the issue, not Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And that text messages, that context, and I'm like, okay, now we see what's going on here. Y'all conveniently left off the context where Robin went completely insane, and instead of talking about the gift exchange, you want to talk about how your kids want to come in and talking about we don't know our siblings, no one wants us around, we feel separated. Christine, good on you for saying like, well, how are you talking about wanting the full family effect when you out here doing separate things with Cody?
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
she
well,
said if anybody made them feel separate, it was Robin.
yes.
And she said the kids did not have a problem with Robin kids until Robin made it a problem.
And I have a question for you, and this is a
Mm-hmm.
question for everyone because I had to sit back and think about this
Mm-hmm.
when Christine said that part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that Robin put her kids up to going into that text thread and saying all that BS. That's just the way I'm taking it based on this new information. Because if these children have no issue with your children, why are they all of a sudden going to a group thread about exchanging gifts with all the siblings and there's a problem? That's where I'm at with them.
Hold on, y'all.
That's what it seems like to me. She set that up.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if
Okay.
she did. Quite honestly. Um, but here's another thing too. You have to realize that Robin is continuously telling her kids that they're not good enough, that they're
Mm-hmm.
not wanted, that they're being ostracized. So especially that young one with the blonde hair that's always crying just like her mama. Um, she's probably the one that led the charge going in there saying none of y'all like us because somebody told me so. Shut up. The older one probably had to say, let me ask mom about this because she need to break me off like $5 to participate in this gift exchange with y'all because we don't have any money of our own. I'm surprised that they had cell phones, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Robin's and
But I
Robin's. I'm
think
looking
that
at Robin's crazy.
that's constant manipulation from their mother for them to voice that in the children's chat, because and I think it's the younger one with the blonde hair, because the older one, she talks with one of Janelle's boys, uh Gabriel. I think she talks with him, so she knows that the kids are fine with them. The kids are fine with them. They probably have a problem with their mother, but not with
Right.
the kids. Because when and Robin keep on stressing about how from the beginning they never merged properly. Well, that's on you, Robin, because you always kept your family separate. But those
Mm-hmm.
kids, I remember seeing them. They were all together, happy and fun whenever they had get-togethers in Las Vegas. Because by the time they moved to Flagstaff, there was no more get-togethers. Period.
Right. So we're going all over the place,
The
understandably. But if you want to just go,
kids, I don't think kids. Mm? Go ahead.
I was gonna say this. I wanted to finish this segment, and then we maybe just go character by character. Does that
Mhm.
work? Because it was for me. I just the way I took
Yeah,
it in.
yeah, we could try that. Mm-hmm.
But I think what you're saying with the kids is like kids.
Things.
To be honest, kids aren't conscious of those dynamics
Mm-hmm.
most of the time at that age. To be completely honest.
Nope. Nope. They're not. Mm-mm. But let me turn this off. Hold on here to see if I can get it to
Yeah.
stop doing crap. Mm,
So
I
who do you want to
think.
start
Okay.
with?
Let me. Oh wait, I need this. Um, who do I want to start with? I'm gonna close this out. Alrighty. Janelle, since she was the first one up in the show,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to start with Janelle?
I think Janelle's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I just enjoy Janelle this season because I felt for the first time she was being honest and she was being open, and she articulated it very well, and she just spoke her mind. In past seasons, I always
Mm-hmm.
felt that she would kind of hold back because she was trying to like keep the family together, and you know, I'm glad what we saw over time with the season played out on the 101. She kept that same energy simply because she needed to do that, and the fact that she was calling out Robin left and right, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not mad at it because it's clear like there's three of you, well, two and a half. I'm counting Mary as that half because Mary for some reason thinks she needs to be friends with Robin. I have no clue why. This Never mind. We'll get to you, Mary, because we got to talk about you. But Janelle just kept her same energy, and she was just, dude, it's done, it's over. Basically, Robin was the problem.
Oh my God. Well, Janelle says something that was interesting to me. Um, she said that there was a communication issue, and it all stemmed with regards to not being able to say anything against Robin, which
Hmm.
told me that you used to sit down and do pillow talk and talk about all the wives with Cody, but then
Hmm.
Robin came in and she was off limits. And that
Right.
broke down your communication with your husband. That's what that told me.
I agree. I 100% agree. Like, and who said it? Oh, this is what Janelle's like when the whole they got. This is a different segment, but when they're
Mm-hmm.
talking about like, oh, how Robin, um, she's the only one who speaks Cody. I hollered because Janelle. Did you see Janelle's body language change? She's like, hold up. Um, I've known this man a long time. We've been married for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She's all, we were doing just fine before you got here. I'm like, well, oops, oof,
Because she was talking
oof.
to Cody before, she was talking
Mm-hmm.
Cody or whatever the phrase is before she was the gossip with him.
Right.
She used to gossip with him, and and Robin took her place, so she didn't need no translation services. And then when she said that should be a huge red flag for Mary, that she needed Robin there to talk to her
Boom.
husband, I
Yes.
was like, okay, okay, I see you,
And
but
then
it's true.
Christine coming through talking about
Christine was like, why is she there?
right. But when Christine said like, excuse me, she's like, I call bullshit. She's like, I've known Cody since I was 18.
Hmm.
Didn't nobody need you? I was like, because I think I understand Cody pretty well. I was like, oof,
Hmm.
oof. Oh, I'm like, oh god, they ate her up for that one, which they should have.
Hmm.
They should have.
But it caused Robin to to
Hmm.
tweak that phrasing, because she said, Suki asked her, so you speak Cody? And she go, yeah. And she's like, well, what do you mean by that? She's like, are you the only one who could do it? Can the others do it?
Right.
And she said they have the capability to do it if they want to. Fuck that shit. Because Janelle was speaking Cody when she said, fuck you, when he slammed the door. That
Right.
sounded like Cody to me. Just saying,
Oof.
I don't know any other language except broken English. So, but it sounded like speaking Cody to me when Janelle said fuck you during the fight.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that
Hmm.
these ladies, you can tell like you can tell they've thought about this a lot because when Christine said like I've analyzed our relationship, and
Hmm.
I think Janelle's done that too. Like Janelle's gone back. Janelle's had time to go back and look at her relationship with Cody and Robin's influence over their relationships.
Hmm.
Because I think was it Christine or Janelle? Basically, they said like she was the one. Christine said it. She was like the one who inserted herself into the relationships.
When they did the road trip to go, when Janelle and Christine did the road trip to go and see Janelle's brothers, in that car ride, they was dissecting everything from day A that Robin showed up.
Right,
They were talking about how communication changed, how the relationships between the children and the wives changed, how their family rituals and special events all changed because of Robin.
right. Vale says Robin
Robin
can manipulate
tainted the
Mary.
water.
Exactly. Robin can manipulate Mary, but she couldn't with Christine and Janelle.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
Mary needed Robin more than Christine or Janelle, because Mary thought that Robin was her way to get back in good graces
Right.
with Cody. And
Hmm.
remember, she said that Cody kind of dropped her about 10 years ago. Ain't that around the time that Robin was coming in the family?
Exactly.
Well,
Mm.
that's a whole mess. We have no updates on the financial situation that's going on with Janelle, which I really wanted to know because not one question about I'm 50 and I'm broke.
Right. That better be in part four. Because I'm gonna need I need forensic accountant to come sit next to Janelle and break down what's going on.
No, I hope when Janelle said in one of the last episodes, we need an appraiser to come out and do the
Yes,
land so that it can be equally divided. I want to know where that Janelle is. What
I
happened
need
to
that
that
one.
question? Yeah, you know. Hi. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody in the chat for your condolences. I really appreciate y'all. But don't make me cry no more, okay? Um, because I'm barely holding on. Um, the reason why I was late today, Jamal, is because I went and picked up the death certificate. So
Yeah, I
I'm a
mean,
little, I'm a little,
yeah, it's a process, and we understand.
yeah.
It's this is why I said I suggested the hiatus to give you the space in the room to do what you need to do. It's a process, and
I wasn't
everyone
able.
understands.
I wasn't able. Trust me. I think I think the text to you was like the last coherent thought before like a day and a half of just fetal position.
Oh yeah, I mean that's to be expected, though. I mean that's your process, and you needed the room to manage your process. So it's YouTube at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
place where we kind of have fun. So like this is one
Yes.
of those where life takes precedence. Like you could have prepared yourself all you wanted, but when it finally happens, it's like okay, like it's a whole new set of emotions. Like you can tell yourself, yes, I expected this, but now you're in the space of now what's happened. What do I do? So
Yeah.
you have to give yourself the space in the room to do what you need to do for you.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody for allowing me that. Cuz in the end, these people that tune into us are our little tribe, and I'm gonna say something that annoys me on Sister Wives, but I feel safe to come back today and talk about this mess with just y'all, just y'all, nobody else. All right. So, was there anything else with Janelle that stuck out? I am disappointed we didn't talk of finances or
Yes,
Coyote
yes.
Pass at all. I don't remember anything coming up about Coyote Pass.
Nothing. No one talked about it. Christine not talking about is understandable because she's out of that. But
Right.
Mary,
Hmm.
especially, and Janelle, most
Janelle,
definitely.
especially, because she was
Oh
crying
yeah,
poverty this whole season.
right.
And I that's my one critique with Janelle's segments. Um, what happened? What happened? So, okay. Anyway, anybody know when this particular one-on-one was filmed? You
It
think
has to be.
maybe like October or
Hold on.
something?
Let me look it up real quick. I can tell you.
Because the last one was October. Mm, it's crazy how Mary fell into Robin's manipulation, given the fact that Mary has a reputation of being so difficult. But Vale, that's what we were saying earlier. Mary in her head thought she thought that Robin was the conduit to get to
Okay,
Cody.
so here's where we are.
Hmm.
We're in April. We're in April 2023 when this is
Hmm.
done. The reason why, 'cause I had to Google this, the si- the Sister Wives star David Woolley wed in October 2023 after announcing
Hmm.
their engagement in April of that same year.
Hmm.
So Christine announced that she's engaged on the tell-all. So this has to be from April this year. And I'm gonna
But
say this.
how are
Yes.
they filming all throughout the summer?
Mhm.
They did this tell all in October because they had to have all of the footage so that they could show them. I don't believe that they did this in
But here's the thing,
oh,
though.
thank you, sweetie.
Here's the thing, though. This is everywhere. The
Yeah.
April 20th when they get engaged. Because remember, Christine on this tell-all says that she's like, I'm engaged. So this has to be this has to be April unless they
Mhm.
shot part and part.
Wait,
Yeah,
did I
because
go back? Sorry, I'm just here wondering. Wow, my YouTube doing a number on my phone. It took me back to the beginning. It did. It took me back to the beginning. I had to restart it. Oh my god. Hot mess. Sorry y'all. I'm having issues. Life issues. Um welcome back everybody. And I think I saw something here. Does anyone know how to block the commercials? No. I've been
yeah.
looking for that thing that Heidi said.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait until you can skip it and come on back. I don't think we have enough subscribers to skip because Heidi can skip and she has more subscribers than we do. Sorry, y'all. We're just a itty bitty YouTube thing. We don't have all the bells and whistles that Heidi does. I thought I saw a comment here from Vale that the McMansion is getting some renovations. I saw something. It seems like they're heating their driveway. They are heating the driveway. So, good on them for an expensive, useless project that
Mm-hmm.
they don't need. They they need to sell Coyote Pass.
I mean, for real though.
They need to sell Coyote Pass. All right. So guys in the chat, was there anything else about Janelle that we need to talk about so that we can get to that and then move on to the next train whack, which was Mary. Mary's up next. Oh my God, are y'all serious? Wasting more money? Yeah, wasting more money
Okay, we're gonna talk about Miss Mary. Um,
for the RV sitting in the truck.
Mary.
Mary,
You got
quite
you got
contrary.
Mary got everything she deserved in this from Suki because even Suki was looking at her like, "What is wrong with you?" Like she legit looked at her like she's all like, It's kind of clear that what he's saying right here, like right here in this clip,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were going over the clips, and Mary's like, "I'm." We found out for sure because we suspected, but we found out for sure that Mary did not see those clips until the tell-all, and her feelings were hurt. And I was like, okay, on one hand, I understand your feelings being hurt, but on the other
Uh-huh.
hand, like Suki said, he been telling you this,
Uh-huh.
like
Mm-hmm.
he been telling you this, and I think Christine and Janelle both have said that. Janelle said like, I'm not sure why Mary stayed because if it been me, I'd have been gone. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at Mary like Suki don't watch the show. Suki probably watched clips on Twitter like most folks. Suki don't watch this. She
Mm-hmm.
saw it. Janelle been seen it. Christine been seen it. Out
Mm-hmm.
of think about it, everyone here, Mary's not the is the only one who did not see this BS. She's like, I kept like holding out hope, but but I'm gonna shift to Cody real quick.
Uh-huh.
Cody said Robin was Mary's advocate, and they're not on the same
Mm-hmm.
page when it comes to Mary. He was irritated with Robin for kept pushing this relationship. So the reason why Mary hung on so long because she knew Robin was advocating for her.
Mm-hmm.
And you couple that with Cody never told her to her face that I ain't married to you no more. She wanted to hear it to her face. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
fair. But
Mm-hmm.
Mary, as a grown woman of maturish age,
Mm-hmm.
you let Robin have way too much influence and input into your relationship with Cody, and that's your
Mm-hmm.
problem. That was her main problem.
And she should have never done that, especially after she explained about the catfishing thing. and that the friend was telling Robin and Cody that she was cheating. She really trying to rewrite history in this season with regard to the catfish. But okay, girl, we gonna go with you. But I do agree with her. The friend was telling Cody and Robin that she was having an affair with this person. She was denying it.
Mhm.
I couldn't figure out whether the friend was the catfish or not. They've made this whole situation so convoluted. Nobody can keep track of the lies. Mary, you was planning to leave. Cody said so himself way back in the
Right.
day. He said you were planning to leave me for somebody richer and better, and it didn't work out. And I feel that was the truth. She, because when they
Agreed.
went on the vacation that year, she said, "Am I really going to be here?" Like she was
Hmm.
alluding to the fact that she was leaving. Okay. Then we get her butt hurt because Christine went and told the story about Cody melting down his original wedding ring from Mary so that she wouldn't have a claim on him. Um, Everybody was real quick to go and look and see if he had a wedding ring by the
Hmm.
time Robin got there, because Robin lied and said, no, that happened way before. But that's not true. He melted that ring while you were on the show.
Hmm.
You were in the picture, Robin. Stop lying. Um, I think that that was low down and dirty what Cody did to go so far as to burn and melt down a ring,
Hmm.
but yet save the gold and the diamonds so that she wouldn't
Hmm.
have a claim on you. What kind of hocus pocus is you believing in? Just give her back the ring.
Right. And she wanted the ring too, and I understood why. But here's my whole thing with that
Mhm.
scenario.
She was mad because it wasn't in her book.
Right. She's mad that Christine told it.
Mm-hmm.
That was not her story to tell. Here's Mary, here's the whole thing. Obviously, the other wives knew.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. There's no secret
Mm-hmm.
about that. They all knew, so they are a part of the story as well. It's not just your story. The reason
Mm-hmm.
why you don't want anyone else to talk about, because you didn't want to look stupider than you do now. Because
Mm-hmm.
that man sat up there and took your wedding ring and melted it down to
Mm-hmm.
your face.
Yep.
In your face, said, "This is what I'm going to do." And you continue to stay there. That's a part of the family history right there. Bad history, but history nonetheless. So everyone, all of you as a family were involved in that because you all knew about it. Because you guys went and got a different ring made for Cody, the clotter ring, if I recall correctly. So you don't
Mm-hmm.
get to pick and choose which parts of a story to tell. The story is all in one story. Just because you come out looking crazy for Stan in this part of the story, you can't get mad at Christine. Sorry, you can't get mad at that.
But quite honestly, I shouldn't have been on the redut. But somebody on the redut said that that melted down ring issue was already out for people to know.
I, see, I heard about it. I heard about it as well. But see, this is the problem with Mary. You're trying to save face when your face has already been ripped off. Sorry. The moment he melted your ring, he ripped your whole face off and ripped your chest
Mm-hmm.
out your heart. I'm sorry. I can't really sit here and feel bad about it at this point.
Okay, so Farmata says she doesn't watch the show, but burning a wedding ring shows some kind of emotional issue. Yep.
With no issue though.
He was done with her for then.
Ex- and she even had to acknowledge that in the talking head part when she was really
Mm-hmm.
mad. I'm like, you don't get
Okay.
to be mad. Sorry, you just don't.
Auntie say the catfish told about the melting the ring. Well, don't be
But
mad at Christine.
right. And then why are you telling the catfish someone you've never met about that kind of personal business? I'm just saying.
Who said she told the catfish? It could have been Robin, because that was her friend.
That's true. And here's my whole thing. Mary, you gonna trust in someone. You gonna have trust in Robin, who was in league with the catfish.
I know she built back that trust. How?
Just like what?
I would have beat her so bad. What?
It's like what? Um,
She would have got a beat down from me. We would have been both in jail.
I was thinking, like, wait a minute, we built that back. What? But wait a minute, she's in league with the catfish, though. What kind of trust is there to build?
I got a message for Jen. Jen, sort Mary out. Sort Mary out. Because her allegiance to Robin is just dumb. Dumb. D-U-M. Dumb.
I'm just sitting here like, how? What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thoroughly confused. I was so confused by that.
But I guess so.
I mean, what can you do?
Absolutely nothing because dumb is as dumb does. But Mary stayed in this relationship for the money. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Right.
She stayed in it for the money from the show, but she was also building her businesses. And
Right.
she got that money to help get her financial freedom with the bed and breakfast and her clothing business and all of them scams that she got going. So she probably catfishing people now and rolling in the dough. So good
Okay.
on you, Mary.
That being said, though, with all this context, and we're adding theories here, I understand that.
Mhm.
But do you think that Mary, in the back of her mind, that she knew Cody was done with her, but she understood the kind of money they were making on the show, number one,
Mhm.
and she knew she could use that money to, like you said, fund her other businesses. She already had, the bed and breakfast. She was doing her own. She was been acting independently for a long time, right? I wonder, was she just playing a part to keep the money come in, to also get recoup the money that she put into the family?
Okay. And this is in reference to like, does is this in reference to anything with regards to the catfish? Because with the catfish, I feel she was seriously leaving, and she was going to use that
I'm ex-
person to like
I'm
go to
explaining.
school and do
Right.
all of those things.
I mean, the catfish comes into context of the timeline. I guess what I'm trying to say is, did she stay because she was like after the catfish? Because we know she was planning to leave there, but once
Hmm.
the catfish thing fell through, do we think that she knew Cody was done with her because she fell for the catfish? That's kind of obvious at this point. But did she stay in hopes of recouping the money she put into the family and then also to fund her businesses?
Here's my theory: the
Okay.
catfish was a catalyst for her
Okay.
because with the catfish, she needed that wealthy person to get out because she had nothing. Right? She was
Hmm.
leaving with nothing. But once the catfish fell through, she stayed and she still realized she had nothing. So she
Hmm.
had to try and formulate a plan so that she can get something, so that she's not relying on somebody to get her out, but she's going to get out on her own. So how is
Okay.
she going to do that? By using Robin to let Cody keep her in the show,
Okay.
so that she can get the show money, or at least some of it. And then she went into the MLMs because that's the easiest way for them to make money. And she used her show and the fan base from the show in order to build her LMMs. Then she probably went to the family in order to recoup some of her money to get the B&B. But when they shut her down, she was like, okay, Sway, I'm gonna do this on my own. And that gave her even more confidence and
Okay.
an added asset that the family could not claim. So the best thing that they could have done for her at the time was to not go in with her to use family money to get that.
Okay.
And I think now she's seeing they did her a favor. They did her a favor. My only thing is that I wonder if she asked them for that as a test to see if Cody would back her in it. And when he didn't,
Mm.
you notice how quickly she got that loan? I feel she had already applied for the loan.
Hmm.
and was probably in almost like pre-approval or whatever, because the
Right.
sale of that house went through real quick, because they were like, wait, you bought it? Wait, what happened? How what? And Cody was like, I didn't even decide on this. But I feel that was a test for Cody and the family, because she knew that the tide had changed against her after that catfish,
Hmm.
and she was testing primarily Cody, because that's all she care about in this
Right.
plural thing is Cody.
I
And when
agree.
he failed to help her with family money that she been contributing to, she was like, bitch, I see you. I'm gonna go get my grandma's house, and y'all ain't gonna have a say in this. Y'all can
That makes
visit.
sense.
I'll charge y'all for a room, but you have no say in this. You know? I feel bad for Mary, in a certain extent, because I don't feel a woman should allow herself to be disrespected like this, even for the sake of money. Um, but kudos to you, Mary, for systematically working this family, to achieve your businesses. Good on you.
Right.
Um, did anyone feel like at the last one Mary is out for revenge? Yeah, she gonna put all of that crap that we already know in the book. She's writing a book. I hope she can get released from her NDAs from
Right.
TLC, so that she can write everything.
Agreed.
You know, Mary does seem happy now with her new friend on IG. She seems like a different person with her real life friends. She's living her life too, finally. Well, Cody said it either last seasons or a couple seasons ago. He said Mary has friendships outside this family. People actually like her. No one in this family does, but people outside of this family actually like Mary. Let me tell you, was it Janelle who said from the time he did something to me the very first time, talking bad about me, saying I'm not where her, I'd have been gone? Mary, you took a lot of abuse. A
Yeah.
lot of verbal abuse. And there's no way that you can tell me that you didn't know, because yes, you did. And Robin was right there to tell you every bad thing that was being said about you, girl.
Every bad thing.
Your friend, the one you almost trust. Um, I hope Jen is a better friend to you, and I hope that you trust Jen, because you do need someone in this life that you can trust. And I hope Jen is that for you. But Mary, good luck. Good luck with
I
that book.
mean, I hope it becomes a bestseller because here's the thing with Mary, I I felt bad for her in this one instance, and the instance was when Cody's like, "Oh, I didn't love her. I pretended to. We just played the part." I'm like, "Well, damn, dude,
He did.
really?"
He did love her, because you saw when he was getting dressed for his wedding with Robin, and how he was looking at her like he wanted to dick her down right there in front of Mariah. Give me a break. He loved all of these women. He's just a piece of shit. That's
I
all that
felt bad.
is.
I felt bad because that's hurtful to say to somebody.
It is. Cody has been actively trying to hurt every single one of these women, even Robin at points, um, throughout the past few years. He thinks this is some kind of joke. He has some kind of persona where he could come on here and verbally abuse and mentally abuse all of these women for the sake of clicks and viewership. It is downright disgraceful.
I mean, he's a mess. Just oof,
And
oof.
somebody must have finally told him about his half crown bald headed self, because instead of having the two little curly cues at the side of his head where you could see the bald patch behind it, they got some aqua net and pull those curls back to go over the bald section. What a fucking waste of sperm. Waste. Oh, so annoying. All right, so that was Mary. And then we went on to the systematic breakdown of everything that Cody and Robin been trying to spin this season. And if you come into the tell all, Robin,
Mhm.
and you think that Cody has told them what questions to ask you or not to ask you, you need to come prepared. Because she wasn't expecting follow-ups on any question to her.
Right.
And I'm gonna need you to stop crying without a tear. Let me see if I can find that picture. Hold on. Hold on. Is it this one? Okay. I'm gonna show this. Present, share, window, this, share. I was so annoyed at this. Um, why exactly is none of the tissue wet?
Stop it.
Seriously though, why is none of the tissue wet? And she big boohooing, like she's irritating her tear ducts by doing that.
Right.
But also look at the jewelry, y'all. So she got that horsey ring on. That's about 6 grand. And then she got at least a carat and a princess cut on the other hand. So what we doing? Where is all of everybody money going? Not the dry cry. Let's put this up. Yes, because that's a perfect explanation of what this bitch is. A dry cry.
And
I
you know she always has to look in the
and
lights
look,
to get that tear right.
there's another
That's why she
one.
look up. You see how she keeps looking up, right?
But
She keeps
there's
trying to catch
no
the light.
girl, try to catch it. Next time, put onions on your fingers. That might
Or
help you.
or get you a cry stick and put that and you get the cry stick. Like, what's that stuff you put on your eyes to make you cry? Like they use in like
Glycerin.
yeah,
Glycerin.
you have a little glycerin and put it on the tissue. That way she needs to do better.
I don't know. It's just really pathetic. And she gave herself away because when they was asking about the personality quiz,
Oof,
and everybody was like, "Yeah, I
oof.
remember." I think everybody was at. Nobody remembered exactly what was said, but everybody thought they remember, and it was pretty accurate what it came out to for
Right.
everybody. Christine, of course, remember word for word. And then they get to Robin, and she's like, "Do you remember the personality quiz?" And she's like, "No." And she's like, "You sure?" Because Christine said, and she's like, "Oh, maybe I took one. I don't know." And then she said, "No, I didn't take one. And if one was taken, it was taken for me. And
Right,
Christine doesn't know me."
right. I
And
was
then she
hollering.
starts crying and she goes, and I'm not being dramatic. Thank you, Christine. That was just
I
so rude.
hollered.
Being dramatic.
I'm like, how did your story change 3 times within the same story?
But did you see Suki jump back and say, "Oh, okay, so you didn't take it? Okay, never mind. That's okay." But Robin kept going. Robin kept going. I was
Oh,
like, wow,
I
Robin.
hollered. I hollered. Because Suki's like, well, Christine said, like, so, oh no. And then Suki just looked at her like, you really gonna go for this? This is what you really gonna be doing to me right now? Okay. Okay. And
And
he said, oh,
Suki was giving her an out. Suki was like, "Oh,
yes.
okay. No worries. Let's move on." And she kept on going. But she validated what Christine said. She lived for the drama and she want to be the drama.
Right.
Robin, the personality test was accurate. Why are you so butthurt? Because I'm sure that it said that Mary was a bully, Janelle was a gossip, and Christine was a pain in the ass. So what's wrong with you? No, but again, this goes back to Cody said nobody can say nothing about her, but she's a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to IQ earlier today, and when she said I thought she said something about Cody's gonna go and find whatever. I was like, so I thought he was gonna go and find FIND, not Cody was gonna go find FINE whatever. Like Cody gonna leave me and I'm okay with that. I didn't think it was that. I thought it was find FIND, meaning he was gonna go and find another sister wife, because I think in the same segment he was talking about leaving Robin and being with another woman and telling the other woman that he's in love with somebody else. And I'm like, so you planning to mentally abuse another person? Is
Right.
that what I'm getting from you? So I don't know. I don't care enough about these people. Cody's a piece of shit, well established over 18 seasons of this crap. Robin is a gold digger and a leech and a manipulator. And she systematically worked her way into every single one of these relationships to the detriment of all of them, including her own with Cody. Um, what else happened with her?
No, that's pretty much all she did was try to boo-hoo, blow snot, and yeah, it was a poor thing. Oh, and like I said, she was laying her grounds for divorce with Cody next season. And I'm gonna stand by that.
Nobody cares about her next season.
I mean, if she files for divorce and tries to take him for everything, I won't care about her. I just want to see the legal proceedings. But with Robin, here's the thing with Robin: the total lack of accountability with her is astounding.
Excuse me.
It really is. Everything else, if you watch all three of these episodes, right? She plays the victim in every single one. It's always someone's doing something to her or her kids. Not that she's not once said, like, I went into the text thread, which wasn't for me in the first place, and I overreacted. Not once. No accountability.
No.
While you could look at Janelle, Christine, and Mary, and they all own up to where they went wrong in the situations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny the fact that Robin leaves out the fact that her Christine had actually sat down and had talked out through some issues, and they thought that they squashed it. And Christine thought they were good, but Robin was
Mm-hmm.
going to Cody like, "Well, Christine's mean to me, blah 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 blah." And Robin, here's my whole thing. I'm going to need to talk to you real quick, Robin. You going to another wife and telling them like, "Oh, your your kids are being mean to like some of my kids." That sets a bad precedent for your children in life, because there are going to be times, well, people ain't gonna like your kids. People don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
So you trying to go to someone else and tell them that, oh, your child's being mean to my child, especially within family, that just sets your child up for further bullying if they're going to be bullied. You
Mm-hmm.
need to tell your children or teach your children, like, hey, when there's conflict, you need to talk to your sibling and work that out. Because what you're doing is you're setting up your kids to be very sensitive. And when they go out into the real world, they're going to get their feelings really hurt. And then what they're going to do, come crying to you? Uh-uh. Mm-mm. But again, from my perspective, Robin uses her kids and her emotional manipulation of everyone else. Because
Mm-hmm.
who's gonna be like, who wants to see a child upset, crying, or being bullied? No one. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just another tool she uses to cause further division.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you. But here's the thing. You talking about next season. This is what I want to see on next season. I want to see a Robin centric season. And here's what I want play out. I want the oldest boy, Dawson, what's his name? Drayton?
Dating, I
Dayton,
think.
something like that. I want him to graduate with school from school with triple honors, and then I want him to find a girl and run away and get married and never talk to Robin again. Then I want the oldest girl that talked to Gabriel, the one with the dark hair. That guy that she talking to that she's so pure with. I want her to run away with him, not get married, spout out a couple of babies, illegitimate babies, where the father is questionable as to who it is. And I want her on all the DNA shows. Then we gonna get to that second girl with the blonde hair. I want her to stay at home, lock herself in the basement, and start an OnlyFans page where she's showing the cat, the cooter, the tutor, the anything on there for $2.99.
$2.99. Damn.
Then I want Solomon to be running that page and saying, "Bitch, you better get back up there." And then I want Ariella to be peeking her head in.
So stupid. I can't stand you.
But I want the OnlyFans to be running out of the basement.
The basement. Damn. But here's another thing about real quick while I'm thinking about it. It'd been real nice if Suki would have asked Christine, like Christine, um, are you sure that you're not still mad at Robin from her first marriage to your cousin? That would have been. I would like to hear. I would love to hear Christine's response to that. Because I just read
Or
that.
the sis, because the Jessup boy is Christine's cousin, because I thought it was Cody cousin.
No, I read it's Christine's.
It's Christine cousin.
Yeah.
Well, I would want to know a follow-up question. Well, how do you feel about this show systematically alluding to the fact that that man was physically, mentally, verbally, and financially abusive to Robin?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you say about the non-existent adoption of those said children?
Not the non-existent.
Well, allegedly. What do you say about that? I would want to know. I would want to know.
I mean, basically, Christine, how do you feel about Robin just systematically ruining your family on both sides?
And then we would gotta ask Mary. Mary, was Janelle sleeping around with your husband while she was married to your brother? Why we didn't get a question about that? Is that the reason why y'all couldn't get along and decide whether oranges go in or out the fridge?
There's so many interesting dynamics that we need to touch on.
But you could tell this show been on way too long and we ain't got not one fucking thing else to do but to question all the shit that we seen for 18 seasons.
But the funny thing is, though, Debbie, in fairness to us, like we're just getting so much context now, and things are just coming out with this season alone. It's like, oh, y'all real fed up and just letting the cat all out the bag. Because they like, let's be honest with this family, they kept a lot of stuff to themselves. They kept it on lockdown. Now they don't care. They don't care.
But the only reason why they don't care is because they're not all sitting on the couch together. Because when they were on the couch together, they came prepared and they knew what they were not going to talk about. But now that they separated, it's divide and conquer. And they just letting it all hang out.
But in fairness to them, and TLC, I'm going to give you credit for this one. Here's why. Remember, they were all on the couch together. They were they were a united front. My theory is TLC saw the fractures a long time ago, especially when it's about to get canceled. And so, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna separate you out and do one-on-ones with you.
No, so, are you saying that TLC created COVID so that we can get them separated?
I think what they did what they did was they saw the fractures of what was going on with the family. So they said, like, okay, there's some issues here. We're not gonna when they were united, you couldn't break them up. But when you have fractures, the easiest way to get the truth is to separate everyone. So that's why 'cause I was wondering, why are y'all doing the one on
Yeah.
ones? This makes no sense to
Yeah.
me. You always work together. But when you take into account all of this new context and all this new information, it's like, oh, because they just, I mean, it's just everywhere. Like, wait a minute, what? But yeah, we're gonna need to see forensic accountant
I
on
just
next episode,
realized I
though.
left something in the car. Oh shit.
Oof.
Oh. I was running to get up here. I was late. I left everything in the car.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't have for these. I'm done. I
Wait,
don't have
the
anything else.
last one was Christine. So,
Oh,
just so that we could say we touched on everybody.
I mean, but
Christine came in, she dropped the
yes.
bomb on the ring. She gave her commentary on everything else. Then she said that she met the guy, David Woolley,
Hmm.
and it was online. Um and she on the fourth date she knew she
He
met
blew
his
her back out.
family. uh, well, Robin, she's
I just,
officially divorced.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And she showed her engagement ring. And everybody's saying that it looks similar to Robin's. Okay, who cares, it's a ring. She's happy. He treats her well. She finally
Mhm.
realizes that how it feels to be loved and how he loves her for exactly who she is, and she doesn't have to prove herself in order to earn love. She was
Right.
dissing Cody left, right, and center.
But when she said, when you tell him with Robin, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna be nice." She's like, basically, she said, "Fuck that, no, I'm not." Okay, here's what it
Mhm.
really is. I was like, "Well, here
Yep.
we go." She don't
Yep.
care. Love
And
it.
with the ring, she was like, "Maybe it isn't my business to tell, but here we're
Right.
here now. Here we go."
Right.
She was just going off. And she's earned a little bit of get back at you.
She has.
Um, because remember, for last season, she had to be so controlled
Yeah.
and
Agreed.
so guards up when she was fighting against Cody to escape her situation.
Hmm.
Now she's free. She's like the goat that's off the rope. She's just running wild. She's doing whatever the hell she wants. She doesn't have to earn love anymore. She found somebody that suits her. Good for her. Good for her.
And I like the fact that she's standing her ground in regards to Cody and Robin. People keep wanting her and wanting to know that, hey, will you have them around? But she's all no. Basically, everyone, she does not want these people around her.
She's
She has
not
no
ready yet.
interest. No.
She's not
And,
ready
and
yet.
why would she? Why would she? She's trying to enjoy like a healthy, happy relationship. Why would you invite that over?
That
I'm just saying.
negativity. Yeah, yeah, you just don't. But it seems like from now to the end of the year we're going to get like recap,
Yeah.
way back then, and the sister wives are going to give their opinions on old footage or something like that. And in the new year we have her wedding. We have her wedding. I wonder how the payment is being done on that. We'll see if it has a sister wives logo, because if it
Right.
does, he's probably getting
A
a
piece.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Um but yeah, that's, I mean, I'm happy for all of them. I really am. Um Even Cody and Robin to a certain extent, because they look like Bobo the Fool on these one-on-ones. They were the ones that noticeably got their stories together, but the stories were so bad
Hmm.
that they fell apart immediately.
Exactly.
So it was kind of entertaining to see that. And Cody needs to stop being so philosophical. He needs to stay off the manosphere. And according to Pop Psych, he just randomly sprinkles in psychological terms that usually are used incorrectly. So stop doing that, Cody.
In short,
Stop
just stop
doing it.
talking.
Stop using safe. I hate that word now because of this show. Stop doing it. Stop.
Mm.
None of y'all are safe. Oof. But yeah, hopefully we can address the financial terms because obviously Coyote Pass was paid off. They did
Mm-hmm.
not lose it, but yet they don't have the funds to do anything with it. I'm just saying, I don't mean to
No,
be
because here's the
mean.
problem. Though. Here's the problem with this though. When you don't have this is just based on what I've seen on other shows and what I've read. When people know you don't have the money to build on your land and it's paid off, they can lowball you.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing: when you don't build on it, you have to pay all those. You still have to pay all those property taxes because you own it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah,
They gotta know. They gotta know. Janelle, it seems like she's busy going on vacation with Christine. It almost seemed like she was on their honeymoon cruise. Um, but okay, maybe David gonna be a husband, new sister
right,
wives or something. I don't know. I want to see Janelle get with somebody.
right.
I would like to see that.
It's gonna take her. It's gonna take her a little bit because she needs to decompress and work on some things herself. So, but I want her to be happy. I want her to, you know, be with someone who can appreciate the woman she is, and that's his. That was Cody's main issue. He just didn't appreciate the
Mm-hmm.
women he were with. Like, and this is not to be mean, but it's gonna be mean. But that's okay. Robin, you be okay. Of all the women you could have chose to be monogamous with, you chose the person who came in with the most debt, the most baggage, and the least earning potential. I'm just
And
saying,
the one who's done the least for the collective.
yes.
Mm-hmm. He didn't pick a
Like,
worker. He picked
no.
a user.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a user too. So the two of y'all gonna be busted and broke in no time at all.
Exactly. Like,
Okay.
that's just amazing to me. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
And I get that. I agree with you, Val. She wants time to breathe. I really think that
Yes.
she needs time to plot to see how she gonna take away all the Coyote Pass from everybody.
Right. Like I think with Janelle at this point in time, I think her first order of business, and I agree with it, is that to get her money. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's her first priority. That's her first order of business. She needs to get her money. Period.
Quite honestly, they should sell that property and split the proceeds between Janelle and Mary because what she named got McMansion plus the side acreage, the additional plot next
Hmm.
door. She's got her payout there because Mary and Janelle and probably Christine proceeds went into that house. So
Hmm.
she's got her payout from the family fund. She doesn't need Coyote Pass.
No.
She doesn't need it. And her kids can stay there. They look like they moving in. I haven't win any argument, so it's safe. Oh my god. All right, y'all. Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to do Chantel and the finale of Whitney tomorrow, just so that we can finish off Whitney's season because we just had that one episode left. We'll get through it quick.
I just that show. I have not watched anything since we've been on hiatus because I just don't care about these people.
I know. I
Like,
know. But it
I,
is kind of satisfying to see him tell Whitney he's going to Alabama
right,
and see her face fall because I don't think she was ready for it.
good,
Yeah. So it's just like 30 seconds of a whole episode.
gotcha.
But we'll wrap that up. And from what I can gather from Chantel, it's grossly disappointing.
Oh, of course it is. I mean, I told you, I'm going into this with total disappointment.
Yeah. No, you just have to, you don't even have to watch the last episode. We're just going to wrap it up because we've done the whole season, Steven. So, uh, yeah, we'll just put a bow on it and call it a day. It'll be a quick little, session. for us. Well, as quick as we can be. As of December 5, okay. Oh my God! Congratulations, Stephen. That's awesome news. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Um, okay, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. Thank you again for hanging in there with us while I was trying to sort myself out. And Jamal, any final thoughts about this stupid show?
So no, like I said, like I need to see Forensic Accountant next episode. That's all.
Yeah, I would the appraiser. It's not too much to ask, and a little discussion about financials for this family. Not to be too nosy or anything.
Not too nosy.
Not too, not too. All right. So until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.